Oh, hi. Are you just getting started in the real estate business, or are you a seasoned agent looking to connect more closely with your listers? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can build your real estate business by making just a few helpful videos. It will help you get listings. And at the end, I'm going to show you how to leverage your website to get hired when competing with other agents, even if you've never sold a home before. So make sure and stay until the end, and let's get started. Hi, I'm Nat Wallen. I'm a realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm also the founder of the Bella Ruby free CRM. Bella and Ruby are my kids. And if you haven't already seen the CRM, well, there's a link below. And while you're there, if you like these videos, consider subscribing and do click the little bell to be notified of next week's video. Now, I've been selling homes in Charleston, South Carolina since 1995, and real estate, it is so much different from when I started. I would come into my office every day and I'd pick up the phone book and the newspaper and just work to get listings. I would then collect buyers from those listings because, well, there was no Zillow, and buyers, believe it or not, they actually needed me to help them find a home. It's crazy, I know. So I would sit in the workroom and I would fax broadcast new properties to these buyers that I was helping. And I remember feeding the machine. It was like an old bubble jet machine, and it would take like 2 pages at a time.
Paper goes face down. You will push 6 to get your outside line. Then you will dial your number, 1, area code.
It was painful and it wasn't very efficient, but there was no Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. I didn't really know what else to do. Today, we all have the ability to really connect quickly and bring value without having to spend a dime to make it happen. All we have to do is put forth some effort, and we can have tools out there working for us forever if we do it right. So what is doing it right? Well, I am no coach, and I am not some real estate guru on YouTube either. I've just made tons of mistakes, and I know what finally worked for me, so thanks for sticking around while I share with you a few little nuggets from my past. Now, many agents, they waste effort with property videos. The internet is saturated with them, and while yes, if we do promise a seller that we'll make one for their listing, then we have to do it, but even the best ones lack story, and they don't tug at the emotional heartstrings like they should. And if you think about it, those videos are only good for 2 types of people: the sellers that want to see you selling their home with every tool possible, and the small handful of buyers that may be looking. And studies show buyers prefer pictures to video because the time it takes to evaluate a property goes much faster with just good photos. You don't have to do all these long videos. Agents also waste time with market updates. Think about the July 2019 market update. In August, well, it's no longer any good. It's a total waste of time, in my opinion. So what kind of video is best? Well, first off, the key is to teach and to provide insight into your community. Insight that cannot be found on Google. So I have 2 words for you here, or 1 word, or 2. 1 word, evergreen. Evergreen videos. That's what we need to focus on. Evergreen videos teach consumers and they live forever. Let me show you some examples here. This is a Charleston overview video tour. Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt. So I just noticed as I'm editing this video, I have ranked #1 for moving to Charleston. So what that means is anytime someone types in moving to Charleston, then I'm going to be the #1 spot. And there's a very specific way that I did this. I actually just did some things to this video about a week ago to optimize it. And I've got a long list of videos to make for this channel. But if you want to see the video on how to get YouTube videos to rank, well then just let me know in the comments and I'll put that on the list. So we'll jump back into it. Sorry to interrupt. I use Google Earth to zoom around and show off the little pockets of my city. Now it gives me a chance to scale my services, and buyers literally reach out to me and say, I watched all your videos, will you be my agent? And that just doesn't happen very much in real estate. So let me show you. Just look at this email. It says, hi Nat, I recently found your website and videos. Well done. Now I'll just scroll down. They then go on to tell me all their needs. Now here's the cool part. Look at this price point, $750 to $1.5 million. This happens all the time, and it can happen for you if you take the time to build your videos, even if you've never sold a home before. And if you think about it, you already do have experience living in your city or town. Now you just have to leverage it. And don't worry, I have another video that shows you how to do all of this step by step. It involves mapping it out in Google Earth and then recording yourself walking through it, and then a day of driving around with your camera to get some B-roll. And if you don't know what that is, B-roll is footage that helps tell the story, and that's a big part of videos. So you'll want to create the highest quality experience as possible to capture their attention, but you can't hire a film crew for this. It would just be too expensive. So let me show you what I use. I got this footage by driving my car and sticking my gimbal out the window. A gimbal is a stabilizer so you can get nice smooth shots. Now my favorite on Amazon is below, and here's a quick disclaimer. That is an affiliate link, so if you do buy this on Amazon, well then I'll make a little bit of money, which helps support the channel. So thank you so much if you use the links below, but either way, it's totally fine. Here's some other videos I've made. This one is a waterfront tour of Charleston. It shows where the local boat landings and the marinas are. Now this is what to do on a Saturday. It shows all of our parks, and it just suggests fun things to do on the weekend. This one shows off where the specialty grocery stores are, like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. So the point of all of this is that real estate gets so much easier when people call you. You just have to bring value and let your personality shine through. So when potential clients watch, they get to hear your voice and they get to start to get to know you and start to tell themselves, which is critically important, that you're someone that can really help them. That takes the whole sales process just out of the picture. All right, now let's talk about seller videos. You can do long form or short form. Now let me show you an example of both. This is a video I made for a Facebook campaign I was running. Our contract had a recent change that talks about sellers having to pay neighborhood entry fees for buyers, and it's really kind of buried in the contract, and it was causing a lot of problems. So I framed it with, don't get stung at the closing table. It educates sellers on Section 6 of our contract, and I show them, and how many people are having to fork out money at the closing table unexpectedly. So I had a ton of viewings, and all of these were then retargeted with an offer that shows my hidden seller cost video. And this is the long form I was talking about. And when I say long form, it's this first video, the short one, it was like 6 minutes, and the other one is like 15. So I started with an opt-in. I was retargeting the people that watched the shorter video. I was retargeting them on Facebook with an ad to a lead page that got them to opt in to getting the full video. And that's where I would really find my sellers. Now, I ran that for a while, but it wasn't really converting so well. So I just made the decision to just release the whole video on Facebook and YouTube. And I think sometimes the best sales funnel is just no funnel at all. Just put your stuff out there and let people find you, and then they'll call you. And this was way better because I was just able to bring my real estate business by just kind of taking away the gateway of having to give me your email. I just brought my real estate business to a lot of people, and I show people that I know what I'm talking about, which is important. And now these are all tools that are always out there working for me 24/7. It's a beautiful thing. Now you do have to make sure and optimize for SEO on YouTube, and there is a deep dive video on the channel that covers how to launch a YouTube video so people will actually find you, because it's not worth it doing all this work if people don't see it. So definitely check out that video. It's how to create and optimize your videos, keywords, titles, how to research what people are looking for. It's a really great one. So look for that, and I'll place a link above here at some point. Okay, before I go, I told you I would show you how to leverage your website to get hired when competing with other agents, even if you've never sold a home before. So let me go to my site at natwallen.com. Okay, this is my home page. I'm going to click this Open Your Door. I'm going to scroll down, see where it says Open Your Door to Charleston's Modern Buyer. So this leads to a landing page that has the same branding of this young couple opening a door. I'm trying to tap into kind of the millennial mindset, like what are these modern buyers doing? And see, it says no opt-in required. Now for years, I used to make buyers opt into my site, and there are many debates on the web about what's called forced registration. And I never had good luck with it. I mean, I would get some pretty good people to register on my site, like Johnny Depp, Taylor Swift visited my site, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson even visited. But for some reason, I tried to call them and their phone numbers just never worked. So after 13 years, I finally decided to take a different approach, and the registrations, they're happening all the time, and I don't force people to register on my site. Take a look at these registrants. I introduce the idea of registering, but I tell them they never have to give me their email, and they still register. It's crazy how well this works on so many different levels. And I'll go into that, what I call the intentional transparency method, in another video. So it's going to be a good one. Okay, back to the sellers. Here are all of the benefits to taking this free mini course. And you'll notice that all of these bullets are written with what's in it for them. And if you're new, don't get stuck in putting yourself to the forefront. A lot of old school realtors still do that, and I did for a long time. The $1 Million Club and the top producers and all that, consumers, they don't care. It's actually a turnoff. It works against you. Just lead with value and put other people up front. Now I'm going to click Get Started, and here's the mini course. These titles here on the right are written with the idea of opening up what's called an information gap. An information gap plants an idea that naturally makes people want to close the gap. I also broke this video up into 5 different sections to trigger the psychological need to finish something that was started. So if I start something like a puzzle or anything, I just have to finish it. I can't leave it. And again, this is why I broke this up. And this is another way to get people to close the information gap. And this is working great for me. If you're going to make videos, especially a big group of videos like this, make them short and sweet. All right. Finally, I do reference a report on the 90 things that you cannot neglect when selling your home. And that is when I get their contact info. Okay. I know this video covers a lot, and there are several ways that I use this entire system that includes more than just creating a good video and waiting. I take all of this offline too, like this postcard I send that drives viewers to the site. See, it's got the same millennial branding, and I'll save that for another video as well. It's really, really good. Okay, before I go, question of the day, and it's a 2-part question. First, do you make videos in your market? And if so, please share the links in the description. And second, would you like for me to make a PDF of how to make these area tours that convert so well? If I get enough answers, I'll take the time to do it and I'll put it together for you. All right, just leave me your contact info in the comments, or just tell me you'd like to see that in the comments, and I'll make sure and find you. I'll post a link to it in these comments as well. That'll be easiest. All right, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope I've earned your subscription to this channel. And don't forget about the free CRM. Just because it's free doesn't mean it isn't any good. You'll find it better than even the most expensive of CRMs out there. And if you don't know what a CRM is, that's okay. A lot of people don't. A CRM is like an address book on steroids. It helps you manage your business. And the link is in the description. All right. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.